have some really, really cool news. So yesterday I took you guys to my Facebook page where you can find all the resources, okay? And I told you guys I was struggling a little bit to get all the PowerPoints and things on. So a lot of the PowerPoints aren't there, but all the worksheets are there. But lots and lots of people yesterday said to me, but ma'am, I don't have Facebook. And we listened. So we got the Africa Teen Geeks website up and running. So I'm quickly going to change this, the screen share and show you guys how to navigate the website. And for those of you who weren't here yesterday, just quickly how to find everything on my Facebook page. Okay. Right. So this is the Africa Teen Geeks website. So you type in africateengeeks.co.za and you end up on a homepage. Sorry guys, my internet is so slow. I think it's been eaten by snails. Right, so you get to a homepage like this. What you do then is you go to Lockdown eSchool. Yeah, definitely snails. All right. And then we scroll down and you will find a heading, Lockdown eSchool Notes and Worksheets. All right, this is where you want to be. So you guys go to the grade 10 documents, you click on it, and it automatically opens a Google Drive for you. Getting there? Okay. In the Google Drive, you will find all the subjects that is taught on the Lockdown eSchool. Okay. For me, you go to Physical Sciences. I might have to refresh the page and get it going. Hang on. Told you guys, my internet has decided that I've been on lockdown too long, so it's on strike. Oh my goodness. Come on. I promise it worked earlier. Okay. Right. So what I'll do is I see a couple of people asking for the link. Ha! There we go. There we go. I just needed to give it time. I'll give you guys the link just now. Okay. So you've got the PowerPoints and the worksheets. Okay. So you can go to either of them. These have not yet been updated with this week's work, but all the other work is in here. So last week's PowerPoints as well as last week's worksheets are in here. Okay. What I'm going to do is in the chat, you guys will see I have copied and pasted for you that Google Drive link if you want it. Otherwise, africateengeeks.co.za and you go to Lockdown eSchool. All right. So that is in terms of those of you who don't have Facebook. Okay. And this is not just my subject. This is all the subjects. All right. Now, if you prefer to be on socials, okay, you can go to Facebook. I have a Facebook page, Informele and Tutoring Services, okay? It's not that hard. And you go on the side and you go find the groups, all right? You go find the groups and you click on the groups. And then you need to go and find the Lockdown eSchool grade 10 science, all right? And you will be asked to join, okay? It's a private group. It's there to protect all of you. I don't want weird and strange people in there, okay? And in this group, the PowerPoints mostly and all the worksheets are here for you, okay? All right. Yes, I know, but we have to put a group together and make it private, okay? So that what you ask in here isn't common to the whole world. Okay, so you can in this group, okay, type something if you want to. So at the end of today's lesson, I will go and accept everybody. Click, 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 click. Okay, and you will have access to that. If you don't have Facebook, then you go to Africa Teen Geeks and you find everything there. All right, guys, so that is how you can get all of this done. Someone asked me for the pin for the maths. Give me a second. Does anyone have it? Guys, does anyone have the link for the maths class? Otherwise, I have to go and find it. Oh, my goodness. You guys are making me work. Okay. I do. Just a moment. Fantastic. Thanks, Miss P. I'd really appreciate it if you could just tag it in here. Okay. All right. So let's get started. Here we go. Here we go. Dakota, thank you very much, guys. There is the pin and there is the link, okay, for the maths, which is right after this. Right, guys, let's get back to science, please. Okay, make sure you save that, please. Okay, because it's going to disappear up the chat and you won't be able to find it again. All right. So we have looked at the periodic table and we've looked at molecules and ions and metals. All right. What we're going to do today is we're going to look at the difference between physical and chemical change. All right. This is not very new. This is something you guys have touched on before. All right. So let's have a look. If I can get the PowerPoint to play. There we go. So today we're simply going to look at the differences between physical and chemical change. Most of today is aimed at physical change, okay, and the processes involved with physical change. All right, and you're going to see why it's important. So physical change is when there are no new chemical substances formed. What page in the Oxford? Thank you for reminding me. Oh my goodness, I forgot to add it into the slide. Give me a second. Got to find it on my other desk. Oxford, we are looking on page 124. Oxford textbook 124. All right. So no new chemical substances gets formed when we have physical change. All right. You think about this. Someone asked, do I have a study in master? No. Okay, but at the end, tomorrow, I'll give you guys a website to go to. There is a website that has all the textbooks that they've made available for free as ebooks until the end of this year. Okay, I will give you that link. Okay, I just want to make sure that I go check it out, that it's legit, so that I don't give you guys a link and you're going to get bombed. Okay, right, so let me just, yes, snap DeFi. Okay, well done, David. Okay, we are doing physical and chemical change, right? Mostly looking at physical change. So if you think about it, the water I drink and the ice we put in our cool drinks and the steam that comes out of the kettle, all of that is H2O. All of that is water. It is not a new substance, okay? But ice and liquid water and vapor, steam, look very different, okay? And that is because, good, they are in different states and physical change happened. Now, I know in term 1 somewhere, okay, you guys did heating and cooling curves. And you probably did a practical on it, okay? So we are going to just refer back to that. Sandra, yes, this is term 2 work. Okay, no new chemical substances are formed. Good job. All right. So a couple of examples is phase changes. Someone's mentioned that. Good job. as well as when you dissolve a substance in water. Okay, Kodli said they didn't do the heating and cooling curves. Latabo, I can see your hand is up. You need to be able to find your chat function so that you can speak to me. Okay, lots of people did it. I know I did it with my kids. Okay, not everybody did it. Don't panic. Okay, we're going to look back to it. Don't panic. Don't panic. Okay, I got you. So we've got phase changes and dissolving substances. Okay, so solutions. Right. Now, when I have a phase change, I have change in energy. Does anyone know what the definition of temperature is? For chemistry, the definition of temperature in chemistry. Come on, take a stab at it. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Who cares? Oh, you guys are quiet. Makes me worried. Average kinetic energy. Yes, here it comes. Good job. Good job. Okay. For those of you who haven't done this in term 1, the temperature of a substance is given by the average kinetic energy of all the particles in the substance. Okay? Sorry, guys. I have a connection that's shouting at me. Okay? So, average kinetic energy of all the particles in the substance. So, the faster the substances move, the higher the temperature. And this is important when we look at phase change. Okay. So, I hate to say this, Mimi, the temperature is the average kinetic energy of all the particles in a substance. I've got the definition on here a little bit later. Okay, right, guys, come. I know you're all in different places. Don't panic about it. Don't panic, okay? No point in panicking. So, the idea of phase changes and energy is very important because you're going to use it again in grade 12 and you're going to use it again in grade 11. Okay. So please, 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 please think about what we're doing and try and picture the molecules in your head. Okay. Because if you get this now, then the work that follows in grade 11 is easy. Okay. And the work that you do in grade 12, if you get this, is very easy. Okay. All right. Mbali, we're looking at chemical and physical change. Right. So, now, pay attention. You ready? Here we go. So, when a solid is heated, the temperature of a substance increases. Okay. This is why I can hold, ma'am, toasting bread is a physical change. No, it's actually a chemical change. Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, I'll explain it to you now. Okay, I'll explain to you now. I promise, I promise, I promise. Okay, so if I have a pot, okay, I have a pot, and I put it on the stove, that pot is still a solid, okay, nah, but it heats up. So I think lots of people think that solids can't get hotter, but it can, okay? So when I add heat to a solid, the temperature increases. Now, and Mimi, here's my definition. Temperature is a measure of the average kinetic energy of a substance. Okay, that is the definition of temperature. All right. So when I increase the temperature of a substance, the particles move faster. Okay? This whole thing all means the same thing. And now at some point, the particles in the solid are vibrating so fast that they need more space. Okay? Let's think about that again. I have a solid, I have a pot, a pan, okay? I put it on the stove. It gets hotter. Phase change hasn't taken place. It's still a solid, but it's getting hotter. Okay? Oh, no, go back. Okay? Now, the definition of temperature is the measure of average kinetic energy of a substance. This is the definition. Mbali, it depends on which textbook you have. Thank you, Callum. All right. So, because the solid is heating up, we can say the temperature increases. And that means that the particles of that solid is moving faster. Now, at some point, the particles are going to move so fast that they need more space. Okay? You can only occupy a small amount of space if you're not moving a lot. The more you move, the more space you need. Okay? And this is the point where a phase change starts happening. Because now the particles can't stay close to each other. They need more space. And the further from each other they are, the less they pull towards each other. Okay? Do you guys remember when we spoke about the crystals? We said that the crystals remain a solid because they have forces pulling them in like that. Okay. So that means that the forces, they attract, they pull towards each other. Okay. But now we are making these particles move. Mbali, I've got you. You need to stay with me. Okay. Okay. So we're making these particles move. The more they move, the more space they need. And the more space they need, the further they are apart. The further they are apart, the less they can attract each other. Okay, so it's this vicious circle that ends up happening. I put energy in, they move faster. The faster they move, the more space they need. The more space they need, the further they're apart, the smaller the force